Hi friends, Miss Cassie here with Solon Public Library's Digital Storytime. This is our last story time in the month of February, and this week we're going to be talking all about different kinds of shapes. But first, we need to sing our welcome song and we need to get our clapping hands ready. So we're going to wiggle our fingers and shake our hands and rub them together really fast, really fast, really fast, and put them on our knees. Okay, here we go. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. What do we do after we clap our hands? That's right, we stomp our feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. What do we do after we stomp our feet? That's right, we twirl around. If you want to read a book, twirl around. If you want to read a book, twirl around. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, twirl around. All right, for our last verse, we're going to be as quiet as we can. And we're going to whisper, hooray. If you want to read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. If you want to read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. Our theme song this month is A Circle is a Shape. And we're going to sing about 3 different kinds of shapes. First is a circle. Second is a triangle with 3 sides. And third is a square with 4 sides. A circle is a shape that goes round and round, round and round, round and round. A circle is a shape that goes round and round, round and round. A triangle is a shape that has 3 sides, has 3 sides, has 3 sides. A triangle is a shape that has 3 sides, has 3 sides. A square is a shape that has 4 sides, has 4 sides, has 4 sides. A square is a shape that has 4 sides, has 4 sides. Yay! Good job, friends. Our first book today is Round is a Mooncake, and it's written by Roseanne Thong and illustrated by Grace Lynn. And this book is an awesome book that talks about so many different things that we see in our lives that are different shapes. But it is such a long book that we're not going to read every page. We're just going to read some of the pages. So if you would like to read the whole story, you should check this book out from the library. Here we go. Round is a mooncake. Round is the moon. Round are the lanterns outside my room. Do you see all those things in the picture? Yeah, round is a circle that goes round and round. Round is a pebble that I found, a bowl of goldfish that make no sound. Round are cups of jasmine tea, at a round table beneath a tree. What other round things do you see? Let's take a look at our picture. What are some other round things in this picture? I see some round dots on the chicken who is attending the tea party, some purple dots. I see some round circles on her jacket. And I see some round candies, maybe, on the tea party treats. Yum. Square, oh, this is a new shape. Square are tofu and radish cakes. Square are the sweets the bakery makes. Ooh, those look yummy, don't you think? Square is the box that pizza comes in, and dim sum made by Mrs. Chin. Ooh, yum. Square is a window with a view. Square is my room and my family's house too. I can name more square things. Can you? Let's see, do you see any more square things in this picture? I see some squares on the front door. And I see, oh, it looks like maybe a square popsicle that the friend across the street is eating. What are some other square things? What do you think? If you're watching with someone, turn to them and tell them one thing you can think of that is square. Rectangles. Oh, rectangles are like a long, skinny square. Rectangles are inking stones, paintbrush racks, and mobile phones. Do you know what inking stones are? That is a rectangle piece of ink that you grind up and mix with water, and then you put your paintbrush in, and then you can paint with it. And in Asian cultures and Chinese cultures specifically, they use that to write, to learn how to write characters, which is like their letters. And there's a very special way that you do it. And the inking stones are rectangle. And you can see the pictures here of some of the characters that were written with the ink from the inking stone. Rectangles are a puppet stage and homemade tickets. And rectangles are homes for crickets. Lucky money on a tree, envelopes for you and me. Oh, this is a celebration of Chinese New Year. And for good luck, you get gifts of money in red rectangle envelopes. Rectangles are books for fun, a bed to sleep in when the day is done. Can you name another one? What's another rectangle? I see part of a rectangle in this picture, which is the picture on the wall. That's a rectangle. Oh, and I see some rectangles on the mom's shirt that she's wearing. And of course, I love that rectangles are books, right? This is a rectangle shape too. The end. Shapes are all around us. Can you look around in the room where you are and name some other shapes? I see in the room I'm in, I see a circle that is a clock. And I see a rectangle that is a table, what are some shapes that you can see? In our book that we just read, they talked about how square is the box that pizza comes in, and what shape is the pizza itself? That's right, it is a circle. Now this circle isn't a perfect circle. You can see it's missing some parts, but we're going to use our imagination and say that this pizza dough, pizza crust, is a circle. So I need your help putting our pizza together. Can you help me? Awesome. So we have our circle that is our crust. What comes next on a pizza? That's right, the sauce. So I have some sauce that we're gonna put on our pizza, and this sauce is a shape. What shape are the pieces of sauce that we're gonna add? That's right, a triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides. They are triangular. So here we go with our sauce. Let's count how many sauce pieces we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 pieces of sauce, so I think we could have 8 pieces of pizza to share. And what color is our sauce? That's right, it's red. Some pizzas have an Alfredo sauce that's white, or I've even had taco pizza that has brown refried beans as the sauce. But we've got a pretty standard pizza here with red pizza sauce. What should we put on our pizza next? How about some cheese? Now I've got some pieces of cheese here. What shape is my cheese? That's right, it's a rectangle. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and 2 of the sides are longer and 2 of the sides are shorter. What colored cheese are we gonna add to our pizza? That's right, it's yellow. We've got some yellow cheese that we're gonna put on our pizza. Yum, yum, yum. And we have a lot of pieces of cheese, so we're not gonna count all of our cheese. We're just gonna make sure it gets all spread around on our yummy pizza. Yum, yum, yum. Oof, this is making me hungry. Okay, we've got all of our rectangle cheese on our pizza. And we have some different colors of yellow. Some are brighter yellow, some are more of an orangey yellow. Now we could just leave our pizza like this and just have cheese pizza, but I think we're gonna do a little fancier pizza today. So let's put this next ingredient on our pizza. Do you have a guess what this next ingredient is? That's right, it's a pepperoni. And what shape is our pepperoni? That's right, it's a circle, just like our pizza is a circle. And what color is our pepperoni? That's right, it's brown. We've got some brown pepperonis to add to our pizza. We'll make sure that each slice of pizza gets at least 1 pepperoni so we can be fair. And then we'll put some in the middle. Yum. Oh, our pizza is looking so yummy. Okay, our next ingredient. I don't know if you're gonna be able to guess this one. Let's look at the shape first. What shape is this ingredient? That's right, it's a triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides. And what color is this ingredient? That's right, it's green. And this green triangle is a green pepper. Oh, yum. I love green peppers on my pizza. They are crunchy and yummy. So here we go. Here are our green triangle peppers on our yummy, delicious pizza. And we have one final ingredient for our pizza. It's kind of like the green pepper. It's also a vegetable. Can you guess what this ingredient is? What color is it? That's right, it's white. And what shape is it? That's right, it's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and they're all the same length. This last ingredient, this white square, is an onion. Oh, yum, chopped up onion. Another great pizza ingredient that is crunchy and yummy. Now, you may be thinking, I don't like vegetables on my pizza. I don't even like pepperoni on my pizza. I just like cheese pizza. And you know what? That is okay, because this is a pretend pizza. So you don't have to eat this pizza. We just get to decorate it. And sometimes that's even more fun. Don't you think? So here we go. We have our yummy pizza. We have a round pizza with triangular red sauce and rectangular yellow cheese and circular brown pepperoni, green triangular peppers, and white square onions. Yum, yum, yum. Thanks for your help, friends. Our next song is I Can See Shapes, and we're going to sing about 4 different shapes. A circle, a triangle, a little square, and a rectangle. Here we go. I can see a circle shape, circle shape, circle shape. I can see a circle shape. How about you? Can you see a circle shape? Yeah, great job. I can see a triangle, triangle, triangle. I can see a triangle. How about you? Can you see a triangle? Yeah, good job. I can see a little square, little square, little square. I can see a little square. How about you? Can you see a little square? Yeah, ours is white. I can see a rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. I can see a rectangle. How about you? What color is our rectangle? That's right, it's yellow, or maybe gold. Good singing, friends. Our last book this week is called Perfect Square, and it's written and illustrated by Michael Hall. And this book is one of my very favorite shape books because you get to see all of the different kinds of shapes that you can make with just one square. What does that mean? Let's find out. It was a perfect square. It had 4 matching corners, and 4 equal sides. What color is this square? That's right, it's red. And it was perfectly happy. Look at the smile on that square. Can you smile? Yeah, just like that. But on Monday, the square was cut into pieces and poked full of holes. It wasn't perfectly square anymore. What are some of the shapes that you can see? It used to be a square, but it's not a square now. What are some of the shapes you can see? Yeah, I see some circles, right? Some round circles. And then I see some triangles. Do you see some triangles? And then there's a new shape that we haven't talked about yet that is long on the bottom and has angled sides, kind of like a triangle, and then a straight top that's shorter than the bottom. That's a special shape called a trapezoid. So we used to have one square, but now we have circles, triangles, and trapezoids. That's pretty cool. So the square made itself into a fountain that babbled and giggled and clapped. Oh, I love that fountain. On Tuesday, the square was torn into scraps. Oh no, those aren't really any specific shape. They're just lots of different kinds of shapes. So it made itself into a garden. Look, those shapes are flowers now. Can you smell them? What do you think they smell like? On Wednesday, the square was shredded into strips. It also changed color. What color is our square now? That's right, it's green. And it took those strips and made itself into a park. And look, there's a kite that's flying in the park. On Thursday, the square was shattered. I see some triangles and some other shapes. Oh, I see some trapezoids. Do you see some trapezoids? Yeah, there's a few in there. So the square made itself into a bridge. On Friday, the square was snipped into ribbons. Oh, it looks like they used some fancy scissors, some pinking shears. They're sort of rectangles, but sort of not. So it made itself into a river. On Saturday, the square was crumpled and ripped and wrinkled. Got some triangular shapes. So it made itself into a mountain. Oh, a purple mountain. Purple mountain's majesty, maybe. On Sunday, the square waited to see what was next. It waited and waited, but nothing happened. Its 4 equal sides were confining. That means that they felt like there wasn't enough space. And its 4 matching corners were rigid and cramped. How is the square feeling now? Yeah, feeling sad? Can you make a sad face? Yeah, sad. So, the square made itself into a window. So we have one big square and also 4 little squares in each pane of the window, each part of the window. So it made itself into a window that looked out on a mountain, that gave birth to a river, that was crossed by a bridge, that led to a park, that was home to a garden, that had at its center a fountain, that babbled and giggled and clapped. The end. Oh, don't you love that? I love all the different ways that we can use our imaginations to take shapes and make them into something brand new. All right, my dears, it is time for our goodbye song. It's the end of story time, but we'll see you next month. We're going to be talking about different kinds of animals in the month of March. But for now, it's time to sing our goodbye song. We read a book and we played a game and we sang a song together. We read a book and we played a game. We had a fun adventure. Now go read a book and go play a game and sing a little tune. Go read a book and go play a game. We'll see you back here soon. See you next time, friends.